Well, happy Friday everyone. Hope everyone's good and well. I thought I'd do a more complete walk around this time, and the last video, Frankie was pants. Sound quality was terrible. So we're on a new phone now, slightly better quality video and hopefully a little bit better microphone sort of pickup as well for my voice. But so what is it? It's a Westfield Mega Blade. So Westfield is very similar to a Caterham 7. The Westfield Mega series was a series made by Westfield that was specifically designed to have superbike engines in, so motorbike engines. This particular one has a Honda Fireblade 893cc engine. Horsepower is around 125, 130 horsepower in this configuration, revs to 11,750 RPM, and it has the 6-speed sequential bike gearbox as well that's attached to the engine, so you can do clutchless up changes, which is quite good fun. But yeah, quite light. We're looking at about 450 kilograms. It does vary on the spec of the car, the type of roll bar you've got, who's built it, wishbones, material, things like that, but we'll go into that in further detail. This particular car has got the Westfield reverse gearbox, which is engaged by using that lever. Gear change is forward for first, then you have neutral, and then back 5 more times up to 6th gear. Okay, but yeah, it's rather good fun. Sounds absolutely epic, full throttle. It is an old school engine. There are much faster bike engined Westfields on the market, to be fair. Some people have sort of CBR 1000s, Hayabusas. To be completely honest with you, this is out of my driving ability as is. This is very much high up there in terms of sort of power to weight ratio is pretty damn high. It's very light, goes around corners like it's on rails. You'd have to be really going some to need that extra power, I think. And with this being sort of an old school carburetor fed engine, I just think it sounds really good. It's got like the bit of like a Weber DCO sort of side draft carburetor sort of sound to it, really raughty. Absolutely screams. It's got good torque in mid-range and then has like a second wind of power delivery higher up. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. I love it. So look at the dials for a second. So you've got sort of your basic volts, oil pressures, your rev counter just there, which is quite hard to get hold of, the Westfield 14,000 RPM rev counter. Space is a little bit tight. I'm 6'3", weigh about 107 kilograms. What's that, about 17.5 stone, something like that. And it is tight, but it does depend on the kind of seats you've got. The seats in this particular car are GRP, so glass fibre seats. I would like to replace them with proper carbon fibre seats in time. They're a little bit tight on the hips at points, but you know, if you haven't got anything in your pockets, it seems to make quite a difference rather than having your wallet or your phone and things like that. You get quite used to climbing in and out of it. Initially, it feels really quite weird, but you know, you soon get used to it. And when I first got the car, I was a little bit worried about looking like a bit of a, what's the word, dick, when you get petrol, when you're going to a petrol station, or gas for our American friends. Just because, you know, you got people looking at you. I mean, it's a bright yellow car, you're gonna have people looking at you anyway. But if you get out of the car and you're sort of like Jeremy Clarkson style tumbling out of it, you know, you look even more of a dick. I don't need that. I look enough of a dick as it is. So yeah, really good fun. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set the tripod up and we'll get this bonnet off. And you can have a little look at the engine. The bonnet is just connected with 4 of these sort of rubberized clips. They have like a steel insert inside. The reason they're rubber ones is that they're used for basically safety reasons. So in the UK, when a kit car is made, they have to go through like an IVA test, which is basically a roadworthy test and sort of safety features, things like that. So things like this, if this was just bare metal, they wouldn't pass it. They'd say it's a danger to pedestrians. So a lot of people have to do this sort of thing. They have to put padding in certain places, like dashboards have to be padded in order to get certain roadworthiness sort of pass. But yeah, so yeah, you just sort of undo these like so. I'll do the other side in a second, and then just lift the bonnet up, and I'll catch you in a second. Don't lift my snazzy slippers too much. They're mine, you're not allowed them. Oh, hopefully my arse isn't showing. It's a small garage, so it's a pain in the arse to get around things, but you know, you just crack on. What can you do? Okay, so bonnet simply lifts up. Weight is very, very low. Depending on reports, some sort of sources say that the Westfield Mega Blade was fitted with lightweight fiberglass compared to the normal Westfield models. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. This is extremely light though. I'm going to have to weigh it at some point. I'll get back to you on the actual weight, but it is fiberglass, but very, very light. Let's put this over here. Should be good. Right, engine time. And here we go, chaps and chapesses. So you may notice on the rocker cover it says magnesium. Not all of the CBR 900 engines have magnesium rocker cover. It does differ depending on the market. American ones might have had them from straight away, but in terms of the UK, only certain models seem to have the magnesium ones. So originally the car came with an alloy rocker cover, and I've swapped that over. You may also notice these bolts are particularly shiny. They are titanium. So yeah, just small weight savings, which I'm going to be doing all the way through this car. In isolation, the small weights, but it all adds up. So there we go. We got good old carburetors, a big sausage filter, they like to call it. And that's your sort of clutch housing. And towards the back you see a shaft that leads to the Westfield's reverse gearbox, which then transmits power to the rear diff. But yeah, the car's in pretty good condition. I suppose there's an upside and a downside, but every car is a little bit different. That could be a good thing and a bad thing. This car's built over a number of years, which is quite good, and it's all documented, all the bits and pieces and what he spent. Even part numbers of the rear wheel bearings were all documented, which is quite a nice feature. I'm not sure if you guys can see there, but there is, I don't know if you can see, I'll get you another shot at another time, but at the front there is a very tiny battery, and that is a lithium battery, lithium ion battery. The original builder decided to put a normal car battery in this, weighing 10 kilograms, totally unnecessary. I replaced it with a lithium battery that weighed 800 grams. So that was straight away 9.2 kilo weight off the car. which when you've got a 450 kilogram car, it's quite a bit really. There's a lot to be done on this car still. I have quite a lot of future plans. It still has spec suspension from when it was built. Now these are UK produced suspension units, and they are, I don't know if you can see there, but the bodies are steel. So as a result, they're a little bit heavy. Looking at possibly changing for a set of ProTech aluminium bodied coilovers. So that should have quite a nice benefit. Also, it still has, if you can see, cast iron calipers. These are M16 calipers, sort of Ford Sierra based, very heavy, but good modulation and feel. But you can save quite a bit of weight by replacing them with alloy 4-pot equivalents, which we'll be doing. In terms of wheels, we've got good old mini lights, the 7x13 with Toyo 888R tyres. Pretty sticky. Yeah, not too bad at all really. Can't say I've had any issues with not enough grip really. I don't really do many track days or anything like that, because where I live, just close to the Lake District, there just aren't any tracks. And this isn't the kind of car you go travelling a long distance in. I tend to wear a helmet because it's quite windy. We have no windshield, windscreen, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it gets pretty drafty in there and pretty noisy. There's no sound deadening. It's pretty raw, but then again, I bought it to be quite raw. So yeah, it's just a bit of a walk around, just to sort of show you the car in a bit further detail, because I wasn't very happy with the first video that I did. If anyone has any questions, wants to know a little bit more, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'll get on with that quite easily for you. There are quite a few other things coming on the channel. The E-Glide folk might have noticed this on the floor. I wonder if you know what that belongs to. That particular car is getting a window regulator. I still have a wooden pallet in the garage. Who doesn't? Because the car originally came with a spare engine just tucked away at the back there, and I haven't got around to getting rid of it, basically. Yeah, life. So yeah, just as a sort of heads up, we do have another 3 cars to show you, which might be of interest, might not. They verge from very silly to very practical to more mainstream, but all good fun. All have interesting engines, which is what I'm all about. Don't like a boring sounding engine. So yeah, there we go. I hope you enjoyed the walk around. I have a massive list of videos to put on the channel. Please consider subscribing and liking, be hugely appreciated. And yeah, see you guys later.